Hey everybody, it is Radley and I am here with the energetic weather report for November 14th through the 20th. And I'll be using my new deck, Guardian Angel Messages Tarot cards. But for your personal Archangel of the Week, still using Angel Wisdom Tarot cards so that we can pull those Archangel cards out of the major arcana for you. Also, I am this month highlighting the fact that the guidebook for Guardian Angel Messages Tarot cards is an oracle in and of itself. And I'll show you how that works. But first, let's have a look at the personal archangels of the week. Do you feel called to card number 1? Is card number 2 calling out your name? Does your heart leap up for card number 3? Or is your intuition telling you card number 4? All right, so this is a pretty good week. It's got a little bit of a thing on Friday, but we'll get there in a minute. So on Sunday, the card that we have here is Ace of Fire. It's opportunity, creativity, and action. And so Ace of Fire is the beginning of something new. It can be a new career, a new job offers, a new creative idea you have, but it's the jumping off point for a whole lot of cards in this suit that lead you from one kind of success to another, and a pitfall or two. But that's tarot because that's life, right? So that's Sunday. Monday, I'm pretty sure we saw this card last week. We have Wise Counselor. So this is becoming, learning, and traditions. Belonging, sorry. I'm trying to not wear my glasses because the light bounces off of it and I think it's distracting, but it makes it hard to read. So anyway, so this is the card that in traditional tarot was called the Hierophant. The only reason I changed the name was not because there was something wrong with the name Hierophant. It was just no one knew what a Hierophant was. So I try to make it a little easier. Wise Counselor. So this can be a mentor, or you becoming a mentor. It can be any one of those things, a new spiritual practice. It can also be the way you go about things, whether you're trying to do things in a traditional way or trying to do things in a thinking outside the box kind of way. But that's that. I like to think of it the most as our spiritual peeps. So on Tuesday, we've got strength, and it's courage, compassion, and perseverance. And so we have this beautiful guardian angel with red hair walking through the forest with a lion. And so strength is this card where that talks about our inner strength. It talks about where we're stronger than we realize that we are. It's also strength through kindness. So you might be asked to portray that kind of kindness, or you might be the recipient of it. Based on the first 3 cards, I think recipient. On Wednesday, we have King of Fire, who is inspirational, charismatic, and innovative. And so this is almost the culmination of that Ace of Fire from Sunday, but definitely by Wednesday, it's like you're really starting to see all of the possibilities, how it might be very, very lucrative. It might really, really help you out in the area of abundance and prosperity. On Thursday, perhaps one of my favorite 2 of Water cards that kind of ever came out. I feel like my artist, Dan Craig, just totally got it from the standpoint of a feeling of love, affection, and adoration between 2 people. The card says partnership, commitment, but also reconciliation. So this card, besides being a romantic thing, it can also be the receiving or giving of gifts. But one of my favorite meanings of this card, and the reason I put reconciliation on there, is that if you have a relationship that is struggling, it tells you that it's okay, it will be okay, that there is the opportunity for reconciliation. Now Friday was the bumpy card. So what we have here is we have 7 of Fire, challenge, determination, and resistance. So I did a nod to traditional tarot here, and you can see that his shoes don't match. See that? And so there's always been like this theory that it's like this challenge came up on him so quickly that he didn't even have time to put on matching shoes. He just had to leap into it. So Don't worry, you'll be okay, but some sort of challenge on Friday that you have to really, really, really get busy to handle. And finally, on Saturday, we have the Knight of Air, intellectual, determined, and motivated. She wears the sign of the Knight of this card deck on her chest. All knights are wearing a horse's head on their chest. And she's pointing her sword saying, "This way, please, but do not dawdle." Knight of Air, very speedy energy, moving very quickly. You can see her scarf is blowing in the wind. That's because the energy is blowing around her. So you'll need to get busy and you'll need to move quickly on Saturday. So let's have a look, shall we, at the pretty, pretty princess in the background. Let's have a look at the archangels, the personal archangels for the week. If you were called to card number 1, then you chose the Dreamer card, which features Archangel Metatron. Metatron is about focus, he's about balance, but he's also about time warping. If you're working on something where you're running out of time for a deadline, maybe with a publisher, then sorry about that. And Metatron is perfect. Okay, Metatron is perfect because he can warp time and make time slow down. And maybe you would like time to slow down during the holiday season, which is upon us, right? If you were called to card number 2, it is a star with Archangel Jophiel, the beauty of God. So Jophiel is very helpful for helping us to lift up our eyes, to see things in a beautiful way, to be positive, to see the world in a light of loveliness. If you chose card number 3, you chose Archangel Michael, but it's on the ego card. Now he's on more than one card, so I'm going to pay attention to the fact this ego card. So Archangel Michael uses his sword of light to sever our energetic connections to the things that are not helping us right now. And maybe that's your ego. If you're trying to develop your spiritual gifts at this particular moment in time, then the ego can really, really, really bog you down. Archangel Michael and his sword of light can help with that. Finally, card number 4 is the Lover's card with handsome pants, Archangel Raphael on there. So this is a card of physical healing. So if you are, or Archangel Raphael is, so if that's what's going on in your life, ask Archangel Raphael to bring down his emerald green light upon you to help you to heal anything that's going on. And I told you I wanted to also highlight the fact that the guidebook for Guardian Angel Messages Tarot cards is also a fabulous oracle in and of itself. And what I mean by that is that on every single card that is in this guidebook, I did a special little channeling from the Guardian Angels of a message for you about that card. But if you just carry on the guidebook, you can just go like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and stop. And I stopped on renewal, and it says, ask us for help in bringing clarity about your place in the world. Embrace the epiphanies that come from contemplation and meditation so you can make choices that celebrate who you truly are. So there's your message from the Guardian Angels for this week. Again, this was the energetic weather report for November 14th through the 20th. Now, I know everybody talks about Black Friday, but that sounds so dark. And believe it or not, it's actually an accounting term, if you did not know that, because it's where retailers' books finally go from being in the red to being in the black, meaning a profit. But I still think it's sort of dreary. So here at Magical Things Incorporated, my team have Angel Friday, and that is coming up towards the end of the month. So keep your eyes peeled for the special, exciting things we'll be offering on Angel Friday. Okay, that's it. Enjoy your week.